Hello, everyone. Today is, we're going to read January 12th, The Shadow Side. And my board asked me to read my daily readings. And yesterday, sorry about the sound, it didn't turn out so good. I have a sound guy, but I haven't got him in on this project. I am thinking about doing some projects of maybe uh, pranayam, like a 5 week series of that. We're working on a course for the yamas and niyamas in recovery. So there's a lot of different opportunities and things. I have a setup at the studio, but today I have to go to a continuing ed thing. For money I do real estate appraising, and once a year you have to uh, get 14 hours of continuing ed, and today's the day. And so I'm not really looking forward to that. But at any rate, so I'm not at the studio to record, so I'm going to try it here at home. Today's reading is The Shadow Side. In the first step, we not only look at what is making our lives unmanageable, but also the things we could potentially do. This is our shadow side. We all have the potential to go back to our addiction. And we all have the potential to do many things we do not do coming into recovery. We need to look at and observe these things in order to thoroughly look at our addiction. For example, I did not kill anyone while in my addiction, but the potential is there. I go back to addiction and circumstances are right. By looking at our shadow side, we can see why going back to active addiction is not a good idea. It also gives us empathy for others who have done things that we have not done. Carl Jung was instrumental in writing the steps. Everyone carries a shadow, and the less it is embodied in the individual's consciousness, the blacker and denser it is. That was a quote from Carl Jung. There's little quotation marks. If we do not explore our shadow, the first and sixth steps, the more they will plague us. Looking at our shadow side in the first steps, honestly, looking at our form of addiction head on, this takes enormous amount of courage, but it's worth the effort. The goal of yoga and Ayurveda and recovery is to see reality as it is and find acceptance. Acceptance is allowing things to be just as they are. When I accept a gift from someone, I don't try to change it. If you give me an apple, I don't try to turn it into an orange. Even if I wanted an orange, when I see my whole self as it is and look deeply for what is not working, I can start the journey of healing. When we do not look at the whole picture and minimize things we have done or could do, we stay in the mess and not heal parts of ourselves. Thought for today, I will look at my whole self, the light and the dark, and accept with what I discover. And so working the steps is about discovery. It's about seeing things as they are, whatever our form of addiction is. If it's certainly when we're approaching the first step the first time, it's pretty blatant what's happening and why we want to be rid of this addiction. We go through the steps next time and things like that, then we go into the more subtle aspects. And I've done shadow work and try to continue to look at the possibilities of what I can do. And really, under the right circumstances, we are all capable of doing anything like that. Anything. Thich Nhat Hanh talks about our consciousness being a store of seeds. And whatever seeds we water, that is what grows. But, you think of if something you say, oh, I'm never going to steal. But what if your family was starving and you had no money? Perhaps you can steal. or murder. I never murder anyone, and I hold firm to that. But if somebody was attacking somebody I love or somebody who was helpless, perhaps I have that ability, and so I need to look at those kind of things and see them as they are. Otherwise, they'll creep up on you, and they want attention. And so, being addictive type personalities, we have a lot of different shadows that we need to look into our first step. And again, I'm working into my shadow of anxiousness and what that causes, and interacting with other people and social engagement, which I'm going to do today, going into this CE class. All the appraisers in the area are going to come together, and I don't see these guys, and nobody really sees these guys, everybody that often. And so, there's a lot of, how I do it compared to how they do it. And it's like a whole day of social engagement, and that wears me down. I'm basically an introvert, and so by going into the public like this, and for a short period of time, I'm fine. I'm teaching yoga class or doing a training, things like that. I'm good. But these are the people I don't normally hang out with, but I kind of know, but I don't know, and so how to make conversations and things like that was never really one of my strong suits. But we'll see how the day goes. And thanks for your attention today. This Saturday, we will have a kirtan at the studio. Audrey is going to bring her band, and we're going to chant to the names of God. And she sings a little bit, and then we sing back to her, and it just has this incredible energy that is present in the room, and it's palatable. You can feel it. And so it starts at 7. It's $25 at the door, and hope to see you then. Thanks.